Students across Central Illinois are checking off items on their back-to-school to-do list. The clothes are purchased, school supplies in the bag.
But wait, what about your musical instrument? Here to get us in tune for back to school, Chris Morris with the music shop is back. So band camp's over.
Yeah, well, the summer activities are winding down, and it's our favorite time of the year when the kids come from all around to pick their instrument.
So how do you encourage kids to pick the right instrument?
Yeah, that's a great question. I brought some of the different families here today. We have the woodwinds and the instruments that you play with a reed, and the flute you blow across. They're kind of their own family. And we have some brass instruments. You basically got to try a number of the instruments and see what kind of works well for you.
As former saxophonists amongst us.
Former, not too long ago.
That's true. That's true. You helped us find our inner musicality there. Like, is there a particular family of instruments that's good for kids that are younger? Does that matter?
A lot of the kids like to play piano. Piano is a good way to start for young kids. Usually the band kids start in 5th grade most of the time. A little bit of prep work with a recorder or piano can really get you a jump start on it.
Okay.
Now, I know back when I was in 5th grade and they brought all the instruments to the school and you got to fiddle with them and see which one you liked the best. I, of course, picked the most expensive one, being the saxophone.
Nice,
so for parents out there who may be on a budget, you can help out with that.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a very extensive rental plan with many different categories. What I always say is I'm not going to try to let price be an obstacle. Anybody who's going to wants to play, I'm going to try to help you find a way to play.
That's nice. Okay, so we've got woodwinds. Want to keep moving along?
Yeah, let's talk about the brass here, Chris.
So we got the trombone and the trumpet, of course, my favorite. I've brought it on here many times, so I'll just hold on to that. I feel more comfortable with the trumpet in my hand.
That's good. Well, that's a sign of a true musician, right? Yeah. So again, the thing with brass instruments, you have to be very, I guess you have to be careful with all instruments, but I feel like it's very easy to ding up your brass.
Yeah, the metal, you can easily do it. You drop it, you crinkle the bell, but that's why we have a repair shop there too. So we just got through our biggest repair season. We do all the school repairs during the summertime, so it's been bustling with activity. So we just never stop. We just shift gears.
There you go. Okay, so you've got the trumpet, but then for those who may want to try a stringed instrument.
Yeah, there's a whole other branch here in the schools. There's some fine orchestral programs in Urbana and Champaign, so we can't fail to mention the violin, viola, cello, and bass. So that's an excellent way to go to. Many of your favorite classical composers, old school, Beethoven, Mozart, and everything. Well, we're thinking of orchestra, with many string players.
Yeah.
So.
And you said a little bit earlier about, I guess this piano is a stringed instrument. It's kind of its own instrument, I suppose.
Yeah, it's kind of a granddaddy of them all in a way, but it's certainly inside. Once you get inside, there's big strings, and you're hammering on the strings.
Is it a requirement then for kids to kind of learn piano if they're going to be successful? If you're seeing your child a musical prodigy, if you will, like do they really need to get in with the piano as well as maybe one of those?
I wouldn't call it a requirement, but it certainly helps. And there's the thing of the younger you get into something, your mind can really absorb things quickly. So it certainly helps facilitate the process.
Right.
Kenna May's got another string instrument over here with her guitar.
Some awesome guitar playing today.
Now, an instrument I'm actually hoping my son picks up is the drum here behind me.
Oh, okay. Well, you're a little different than most parents.
I was going to say, said the only parent in Central Illinois.
No.
I'm being completely honest. I think the drum sounds so cool. And then in the marching band, they have their own,
Oh, yeah. They have a whole line, and they go crazy. They spin all the time. It's an anchor of the group that keeps the rhythm. Very important.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, always. The drummers are always told.
But
second only to saxophone.
That's right.
Hey.
Okay. But I don't recall when I was back in the day in the band, I don't remember the drums going home with the drummers.
Well, sometimes at the school has drums, and then the kids will leave the drum at home. They just go back and forth and practice on them that way. So that's probably what you remember.
So kids are making their decisions, and they may decide they like saxophone, but the next year they decide they might want to switch to clarinet. What do you offer as a music store? Like, how do you help parents with those kinds of situations?
Well, if that situation comes up and they're renting the instrument, we can certainly gravitate their payments. So it's very easy for us to just swap them out onto something else. I would say say generally being consistent with one instrument's your best bet, but certainly you want to find the right one, and the right one always goes better.
And that's
Good
when
point.
you come in handy right there.
Yep,
Friends
I'll be there
over
to
at
help all the way
music
through the
shop.
process.
All
Absolutely.
right. Hey, we're going to get you connected at stayliving.tv to the music shop in case your kids want to join the band this year.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Always and really important to developing yourself there. Good stuff.
Yes.
Chris, thanks. Good to see you. All right.